Let's bring in Johannes Leak with Newsleak now. Johannes, good to talk to you again. Look, we've got to go straight into the first cartoon here because 2021 is going the same way as 2020 with border closures and lockdowns and the like. And Mark Knight in the Herald Sun has got this great cartoon where it's all flowers and sunshine and nice in New South Wales. And Gladys Berejiklian is saying, if only I could have a hotel quarantine system as high a standard as Dan's in Victoria. And of course, we all know what's happening in Victoria. I mean, it was the most extreme case of hubris, wasn't it, from Dan Andrews saying he's got the best system in the country?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hubris exceeded perhaps only by what we've seen from Mark McGowan, who was smug as you like for 10 months and then had his own, lockdown experience. Yeah, but it's a beautiful cartoon. I mean, talk about putting the mockers on yourself. He said one minute he's saying they have the highest standard in Australia, and a few days later they're looking at staring down the barrels of another lockdown.
Oh, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. I really feel for Victorians so much. I was going to go there next week. I probably can't now. Now, I want to just show a little bit of background before we go to your next cartoon. And this is, of course, where Greg Hunt was appearing on ABC Breakfast Television, and they were criticising him for showing this Liberal logo over a government announcement. And when the exchange continued, he put it back to the ABC in this fashion.
I know this is an issue for you in many ways. You identify with the left. You do this a lot, and I respect that.
No, Minister, no.
You're open about that, and that's entirely a matter for you.
I find that offensive. I'm asking you.
I'm
exercised about what's
There's nobody
what's
who's
right
watching who doesn't identify you with the left.
I'm exercised.
You should be open about that. I'm open about my origins.
And Johannes, you couldn't resist this. Talk us through your thoughts, your cartoon on this.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it was as obvious as you like to me. I just thought he pretty much confirmed exactly what Greg Hunt was saying when he said, I find that offensive. I mean, that's what you say when you're on the left, isn't it? Everything offends you.
Exactly. He protested too much, but lovely drawings there of the expressions of those two, Michael Rowland and Greg Hunt. Great stuff. I want to finish with another of your cartoons, Johannes, and this goes to, again, talk about things being a little bit repetitive. We've still got this climate change policy debate ongoing, and you've got poor old ScoMo because he's toying around with the idea of net zero by 2050. You've got him in Bob Brown's climate convoy, my God, and he's got Barnaby looking at him. Who's that back in there? Don't tell me it's an expletive. It's a wonderful drawing, and this little saga is going to go on for a while.
Well, yeah, look, Chris, I think we will keep hearing about this, and I think it will keep coming to the same sort of flashpoint, which is how do you convince rural voters that this is something that's in their interest? So I always think of the climate convoy, Bob Brown and his greenie mates hopping in their Teslas and driving out to the bush to go and hector everybody about how they should be living and what sort of jobs they should be having. And, there's Barnaby, he's siding with the miners and the farmers, and poor old ScoMo's in the back of Bob Brown's car, hoping they hadn't noticed him.
I just love poor ScoMo in a Tesla with Bob Brown. I think you're getting a letter from the Prime Minister. I don't think he'll really enjoy that at all. Thanks for joining us again, Johannes. Love it.
Pleasure, mate. Cheers.